Hello, everyone. Welcome to the sixth episode of SMY Podcasts.
I am Yash and this is Manu.
And today we are going to be talking about artificial intelligence and how it will take over the world soon.
Now, definitely we all have watched movies based on artificial intelligence, such as Avengers Age of Ultron, Stealth, Chappie, and the undisputed king of AI-based movies, Terminator.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, so what is artificial intelligence? Well, according to one source from Google, artificial intelligence, otherwise known as AI, refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. So, Manu, could you care to explain about the philosophy of AI?
Yeah, sure. Philosophy of AI. Okay. While exploiting the power of the computer systems, the curiosity of human led him or her to wonder. Can a machine think and behave like humans do? Good question. Which led to the development of AI, started with the intention of creating similar intelligence in machines that we find and regard high in humans. So now we know the definition and philosophy of AI. So let's take a look at some of the goals that scientists and inventors are trying to achieve with the help and advancement of AI.
Yes, it is true. Many scientists and inventors are trying to achieve many great goals with the advancement of AI. Whether these be good goals or bad goals, we are not here to judge, but we are here to explain. So the first goal is to create expert systems. What that means is that they are trying to create systems which exhibit intelligent behavior and it can also learn, demonstrate, explain, and advise its users. And another one of these goals is to implement human intelligence in machine, which means creating machines that have the capability to create, talk, socialize, and interact with other entities just like humans. And these machines will also behave like humans.
Yes, really agree on that with that point there. So now moving on, what are the daily life activities which include AI? There's so many, in our daily life, every day we are using AI.
Yeah, so AI has been dominant in various fields such as gaming, and natural language processing as well. So games have a code and they create an AI of those using those codes and they run it in order to simulate real life in within those games. And natural language processing, however, it simply means that AI can understand what humans speak, whether it be English, Chinese, Lebanese, and Spanish, or whatever language, because it's already been programmed into the AI, or shall I say, the very source code of the AI.
Yes, really agree on that point also. Well, another goal of AI is to create expert systems. There are some applications which integrate machine software and special information to impart reasoning and advising. They provide explanation and advice to the users. Well, this is a very common thing among people, those who are, very, very, could say they don't know much about IT. This is like the help websites, like Instagram help, Facebook help, where they tell you, tutorials. This is basically tutorials given in like a website or page type of form. Yeah, it's something like that. You see, it's to create that systems to help out people. And another system is vision systems. These systems understand, interpret, and comprehend visual input on the computer. For example, doctors, right? Doctors use clinical expert systems to diagnose the patient. See, and police, right? They use computer software that can recognize the face of criminal with the stored portrait, yes, made by forensic artists.
Yeah. So another point I like to talk about is speech recognition, which is also another goal. Some intelligent systems are capable of hearing and comprehending the language in terms of sentences and their meanings while a human talks to it. Which means if you were to talk to a machine, which does sound a little bit mentally challenging, if you were to talk to a machine and it had the right AI in it, and the AI was programmed in it, not the right AI, it would be able to recognize your voice and store it in its database. And when you talk to the machine another time, it will immediately recognize your voice because it's already been stored within the machine itself.
Hmm.
I know, feel free to continue talking about the last 2 points.
Well, another thing is like handwriting recognition. Handwriting recognition software reads the text written on paper by a pen or a screen by a stylus. It can recognize the shapes of letters and convert into editable texts, which is kind of very interesting. So, in the future, schools may use that, right, Yash? Future schools.
Yeah.
And
So,
another thing is intelligent robots. Like you see the behind background of us, or should I say humanoid robots, okay, which are able to perform the tasks given by a human. They have sensors to detect physical data from the real world, such as light, heat, temperature, movement, sound, bump, and pressure, all of what humans possess. They have efficient processors, multiple sensors, and huge memory to exhibit intelligence. And in addition to that, they are capable of learning from their mistakes and they can adapt to the new environment. So, Yash,
so
I would like to know.
in conclusion,
Yeah, yeah.
sorry for interrupting, Manu, but what were you trying to say?
No, yeah. I was actually wanted to say the conclusion. Yes, conclusion. What is
Yeah,
your
all right. So coming to a conclusion, artificial intelligence and machine learning are products of both science and myth. The idea that machines could think and perform tasks just as humans do is thousands of years old. The cognitive truths expressed in AI and machine learning systems are not new either. It may be better to view these technologies as the implementation of powerful and long established cognitive principles through engineering. That's all for today's episode. This is Yash and Manu from SMY Podcasts signing off. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, and till next time, see you.